What's up guys, welcome back to another video, hope you're all doing well today. Today I have got just another little ride and chat really, on the track Parker MX. Now Parker MX is a replica of a track by the exact same name, and I believe it is a track out of New York, I believe, just going off of the description of the actual post on the MX Bikes Mods website. This track is one that I've actually had for a little while now in my folder. It's one of those tracks that I'm trying to think of the best way of describing it really. I think it's the best, well not the best, one of the best casual tracks in the game. By casual I mean one of them tracks that you can play and put laps in without really thinking about it. I've had times where I've just been playing MX bikes in general. I've looked at the clock and there's been about an hour gone by and I'm still just running laps on the track. Just one of them tracks where you can put on some music in the background, or put on a YouTube video or something like that, and just play. There's nothing inherently difficult about the track at all. It's very new person friendly, so if you're one of them people that has only really just got the game and you're looking to move away from like Forest and MX Bike Club for example, this would probably be your best move, I'd say. Like one of your best moves you can make straight from that point if you're looking to improve. Very basic in terms of layout. There's no huge insane lines at all. The most fun part of the track you saw me go over just now, actually over there, it's the sending the single into the rollers. That for me is the best part of the track. There's some bigger tabletops for you to get a bit steezy on. I mean, who doesn't like getting sideways on some of these tracks? The ruts themselves, they can be a little bit tricky to get into, some of them. You have to slow down a little bit more than you think. Some of them are really good, like this one here holds you really well. Little tricky roller slash whoop section there as you're coming straight out of a corner. And you get ones like this where they're not quite as deep as you'd expect, they're not quite as arched. So you do have to check up a little bit or you'll go straight over those. And yeah, it's just one of them tracks where I thought I'd share it with you purely on the basis of it's one that I just really enjoy putting time in myself. And I don't think you have to, as I said, I don't think you necessarily have to be really good at the game by any means, although saying that I am I'm going a little bit wild into this corner. And I can kind of hear it in my own voice. I'm not sure if you guys can as well. I do apologise. I'm a little bit under the weather right now. I seem to keep getting sick recently, and I'm pretty sure I've been working from home for the last 2 years, essentially, since the whole COVID situation kicked off originally. And I think it's just absolutely ruined my immune system. I think I used to be alright. I used to be able to go out and about and do this, that and the other, but now it seems like any time I go out of the house to do anything at all, I end up coming back sick, which is a bit of a shame, but at least it's not as bad as I was the other months where I physically couldn't get out of bed for a bit. I have taken a COVID test today, actually, and all clear, all came back positive, so it's not the big C, just a generic cold slash cough at the moment. As I say, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but to me I sound a little bit like deeper at the moment, so nothing I can do about that, I am afraid. If we're talking on the lines of audio, very excited to be getting my new proper microphone soon. That'll be coming at around Christmas time, and I'm just hoping that it will be like that next step that I want in terms of upping the quality of the videos. Of course, until I go and get a very expensive PC where I can run all these insane like reshade settings and run the highest like graphics possible and record, and maybe even record in more than 1080p. Who knows? I think for the time being, getting a proper microphone would be, is going to be the move for me. I can't actually remember the brand. I've done a fair bit of research as to what I want, and luckily for me, I haven't even got to buy it myself. I've managed to get away with asking for it as a Christmas present this year, so all good in that regard. So come the new year, once I've messed around with it a few times, you know, done some tests, find out what settings work well, which really don't. I've had headsets in the past, just generic gaming headsets, that the sound quality of me and people coming through it is just worse than these old Logitech things that I've had for the last, God knows, like 5 years or so. I don't know the exact model of them, but you know, Logitech, it's a fairly old one. If I'll tell you the best way of describing it, so you know what they are. If anybody watches Tyler One, when he does his to say the actual word, I feel like I might get demonetized for it. The ear gorilla, the ear ape, let's just miss the letter off the front. It's the exact same microphone as he has, it's just like the blue Logitech headset, and that's what I've just been using really since I've been recording videos for the channel. And see, I notice it when I watch videos back where it will cut out little parts of words that I'm saying if I'm not talking the right tone or frequency, and there's just like some highs and lows rather than it staying at a nice consistent volume. And I don't think it always gets all of the different like pitches in my voice. I feel like it makes me sound quite flat. So it'd be nice to see just what sort of difference a proper microphone will make. By no means have I cheaped out at all. I think it was about £180 or so. I have no clue what that is as far as dollars goes. Probably like 250-ish maybe. I could be way off. I'm sure you can Google the conversion rate yourself. But yeah, by no means was it cheap. So I'm hoping that it'll all go really well. And exactly like as I said just now, just trying to make improvements like one bit at a time to the video quality. I'm going to be trying to do some videos that take a little bit more editing. You see, the other day I done the video on my top 5 favourite like custom gears in the game. I've actually really enjoyed making it. It's one of them things where I only have X amount of time in the evening after finishing work, so a lot of the time I can't dedicate it to these longer videos that take longer to put together. But saying that, as long as I'm in like a good place by the weekend as far as videos go, I can definitely put in the extra time on a Saturday or a Sunday. Just whilst it's the winter in the UK, there's no motorbike riding to be done in real life at all, so I'm just sat at home doing exactly what I'm doing every other day, just sat at my PC anyway, so I may as well put the extra effort in for you guys, and hopefully you guys like it as well. I hope you liked the layout of the gear video that I done the other day. It was obviously a lot different to how my videos are usually laid out. I have like multiple overlays on the screen at once, and I just tried mixing it up with gameplay and pictures of the gear on the websites, for example. And I don't know, when it comes to videos like this where I just ride, have a little talk about the track that I'm playing, and go on my little rants, there's only so much editing that you can do really. I mean, I can throw in maybe the occasional like meme here or there, occasional video clip of something funny, but other than that, I quite enjoy these sit-downs and talks. I feel like they're quite chilled out. I feel like if I was the consumer of this video, like if I was an actual subscriber and watching, it's one of them videos that I'd probably just put in the background while I'm doing something and just listen to. I do listen to the occasional like podcast or live stream here or there. Who knows, if you're one of the smaller creators on the old YouTube side of things for MX Bikes or Sim or anything like that, I very may well have been lurking in a stream at some point and just had it on in the background. Every now and then I'll go in onto the MX Bikes category on Twitch, just click on someone now and then and just hang around and listen for a little bit, just whilst I'm doing other stuff, like whilst I'm working, my normal day job and things like that. Unless you're one that just sits there and live streams wheeling all day. No offence to you, you enjoy the game the way you want to, but not my not my cup of tea, so to speak. So those are the ones I tend to stay away from. But yeah, I've watched kind of all kinds of people at this point. The ones that I end up seeming to watch the most tend to be Aussies, just because of the time zone, just the way things line up. A lot of the Americans are in bed asleep when I'm awake and working, so it ends up not going that way. So it's usually Aussies or UK or other Europeans. But yeah, every now and then, a very rare occasion, I might say hello. I always like seeing what sort of reaction I get from the person when I say hello. It's usually positive, at least. My other favourite thing to do every now and then as well is if there's a group of people in the main MX Bikes voice chat, I'll just go and join it for like 3 seconds and say hello and see who recognises me. That's my ego boost or my power trip, so to speak. So I quite enjoy it. Maybe I should start just recording reactions and maybe do like a compilation at some point. If I get enough of them, that could be quite an interesting idea, I think. If I just go back to this track for a second, I say the track was made by a very sad Taco. I know it changes by region and where you're from. I know someone's going to pull me up for saying it incorrectly, but I say Taco. I know 100% it's probably Taco, but more people will say Taco than Taco, but just leave me be. I'm weird, I'm English, leave me alone. But I really enjoy this track. There's not a whole lot going on for it, and like in terms of environment and things like that. I'm not trying to insult the track by any means, because the actual on-track part of it I really enjoy. It's a very simple track. I was about to say it gives me local like local track vibes, but of course if it's a replica of a real life track, then that's exactly what it would do. I'm a little bit jealous actually, because where we're so low on tracks in the UK, riding these tracks that I know full well are replicas, it always makes me a little bit jealous, because I know full well that a lot of places over the world have better tracks, better facilities than we do here. I always get like track envy. I imagine some of you insanely lucky people out there that manage to have some land for yourselves and like have things like this in your very own back garden, which is just insane to me. That's the goal one day. My girlfriend's always on about letting me letting her get a couple of cats when we eventually move in together. So maybe I'll have the bargain of you get the cats, I get some land to have a motocross turn track in the garden. How about that? That'll be the tool that I use to bribe her on that half. But overall, it's a very, very good track. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't enjoy this, no matter what your skill level is. If you're one of the faster guys, then just come and work on your techniques, work on your scrubbing, work on your corner speed, and just one of them tracks that you haven't got to think about whilst you're playing. If you are new, then exactly the same thing. It's kind of the perfect track to just practice your various things on. It's one of those that you might even want to just work on putting an entire lap together without crashing. That always seems to be the initial benchmark for new people in this game, is when you can get a lap or a couple laps without like tucking the front end or just falling over. That's usually a good sign, so you can work on that. I'd say like add some off-track stuff, add some objects and this and that and the other. But I don't feel like this track needs it. It does its job. It does what it's intended to do, and I feel like the track itself is very well built. The only thing I might change here or there is just how, like, the actual layout of some of the ruts. Maybe just have them so they hook you in a little bit more. But then, will that be making the track too easy? I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing that some of them are a little bit more difficult, so you actually have to think a tiny bit about what you're doing. See, I think I've gone over that rut there like 3 laps in a row, so finally made it that time. And that you can get, I was about to say you can get steezy, but the back end just didn't kick out there at all whatsoever. Let me try again on this one. I always overjump this one though. There we go, she kicked out a little bit that time. But yeah, that'll do it from me. Quickly, before I go, I know people are probably going to ask, I will put the download link as well for this bike that you see on screen right here in the description of the video, and I'll also put a link to the gear that I'm using right now as well. Let me quickly ping back to center. There we go. This is Royal gear that I'm running. It's a brand made by Eruption. I did cover this in my recent top 5 gears video, and the bike was just a bike that he's made as well while I was scrolling through all of his posts, and I thought it just matched the gear really, really well, so I thought I'd download it and spin a few laps on it as well, show it off for you guys, and yeah, if you like the look of it, you can download this as well as the track. So that'll do it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please do drop a like. Always helps spread the video to more and more people. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, if it's your first video and you enjoyed it, or if you keep coming back for more and you like what you see. Just one click of a button, that's all it takes, and hopefully you'll enjoy the community that we've got going on here. And quick little plug as well, follow me on TikTok at LinzMX. I don't know if I'll have any videos posted by the time this video goes up on there, but I'm thinking of some things to do. Hopefully I'll be able to try and attract a bit of an audience on that platform and bring them over here as well. So have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is that you guys are up to, and until I catch you guys in the next video, peace.
Got bad shit all up in my mind right now. Fuck it, give me a minute and I'ma let it all out. I don't give a shit about an opinion, be another dimension when I wake up, wake up, wake up. Bitch, it's time to fill the cup. Got no fucking love, I feel so stuck on my luck. Get fucked.